no one knew for sure just how much it would change the way we communicate. 10 years later, it's clear this pocket-sized device has an enormous impact on the world.
There's not supposed to be one here. That's what the story is told at the top of the chain. This mine, and I can name it, it's called Shabara. There's not supposed to be one artisanal miner here, according to the consumer-facing tech companies and EV companies buying this cobalt. Lo and behold, I walk into this place and this is what I see. There's more than 15,000 human beings crammed into that pit, digging by hand. And if you have sound, you hear the mallets, you hear the shouting, you hear
the iPhone, one of the most vital devices being made in the 21st century.
Released by Steve Jobs in 2007, this product changed the market forever.
Released in 2007, many different new models have come to the market.
Socially, one of the most significant impacts of the iPhone is its ability to connect people in ways that were previously thought impossible.
The iPhone has allowed us to communicate with one another in ways we didn't even think were imaginable. Hey Jiva, want to continue?
Okay, sure thing. Previously, compared to landline phones, the iPhone has created a new revolution in smartphone technology, with being able to call anyone from anywhere. Companies such as Google and Samsung have also followed suit with their own branded phones.
With the invention of the iPhone, social media has also been on the rise. Even though it did exist beforehand, apps such as Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook have received hundreds and millions of new users.
Now, you don't even have to be on your couch to watch Netflix.
While there have been many positive impacts that have come with the iPhone, there are also many negative impacts. Despite the many positive impacts the iPhone has brought to the world, it also comes with many negative impacts. The iPhone has brought negative impacts such as laziness. People are spending more time on their phone than watching the world around them. Many mental problems arise from this, which can be found in a study led by Gene Twenge, a psychology professor at the San Diego State University, in which students who spent more time in social media and phones were more likely to be diagnosed with depression and many more suicide-related outcomes. Now, whilst all these illnesses might have a range of factors, it is really hard to deny the iPhone could be one of the contributing ones.
Despite the iPhone being as popular as it is, I can probably guess that most of you don't even know what goes into your iPhone. You see, one of the most crucial materials in the iPhone is cobalt, a type of ore. You see, without cobalt, the phone wouldn't work, and as such is incredibly expensive. The highest amount of cobalt is found in the DRC, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is a country also renowned for its human rights issue. The country possesses over 70% of the world's cobalt. The face of it all are the Apple cobalt mines. These are small-scale operations and are usually owned by armed groups. Cases have been seen where children less than the age of 7 have been forced to work entire days for money we see as pocket change. With police being paid off and these mines being placed in extremely remote locations, it's extremely hard to regulate and enforce rules. Despite the fact that child labor is a known issue in these mines, with human rights organizations and journalists detailing these crimes, it still remains a prevalent issue. These mines also lead to issues such as pollution and deforestation. Apple acknowledges these mines and has publicly stated to attempt to improve upon the situation and are working with mining companies to develop solutions to the problem. However, because of the fact that these mines are so hard to regulate, most of the time, Apple will still be unable to check where all of its cobalt comes from. Go.
To discuss the environment in specific, Apple has a vision, and that vision is to become carbon neutral by the year 2030. Apple utilizes 100% rare earth elements in its products and 100% recycled tin, solder of some printed circuit boards. In addition, in the iPhone 14, Apple uses 100% recycled components in multiple circuit boards and the wire for all iPhone 14 cameras. Whilst this may not seem like much, and it just may be a bunch of low statistics, in reality, it is really helping the Earth and preserve its natural resources.
In addition, 70% of all carbon emissions generated by Apple are by manufacturing, 22% by use of products, and the remaining 8% from miscellaneous uses. In fact, over 45% of smartphone users would rather buy a new phone than repair their current phone. Apple actively opposes the idea of the right to repair, which is the ability for consumers to repair their own products.
Apple has made the process of repairing your phone so complicated that customers in the end just want to buy a new phone. They add specific features so that any unauthorized fixation of your phone will instantly lock you out.
The lowest amount of an iPhone's lifetime carbon footprint is approximately 57 kilograms of CO2, while the highest model produces around 80 kilograms of carbon. That means on the high end, an iPhone produces carbon that weighs the same as an adult bred male kangaroo. Apple estimates in 2021 approximately over 23 million metric tons of carbon dioxide were produced by Apple. In comparison, the Pyramid of Giza has an estimated 2.3 million bricks, each weighing 2.5 tons, which means in total it weighs 5.75 million tons. Therefore, Apple produces 4 pyramids worth of carbon every year.
So, we can all agree, the iPhone has had a huge impact on the world, and nobody can change that. Now, whilst it may have had its positive and negative impacts, I'm sure we can all agree that the iPhone will continue to impact the world, and